Hey guys, it's Blue Ice Master 91, and I'm here to do a couple of quick test hands for my Blue Eyes Primite build. I got the hand drawn up and ready to go. So, if we go second, we would get a copy of Valor. So, what we would do is dump the copy of Maiden to activate True Light. Next, let's see. We would normal summon out the copy of Effect Veiler we just drew. Move these down a little bit. Then we can link that off. For a copy of the Spirit Dragon. His effect would activate, letting us grab our copy of Mausoleum. We would activate the Mausoleum and utilize his effect targeting the Spirit Dragon, dumping a Blue Eyes to increase his attacking power. By 800 points. Spirit Dragon's secondary effect would then activate, allowing us to special summon out the Blue Eyes by sending the Spirit Dragon to the grave. So, that's what I'll do. Because Blue Eyes was special summoned, Maiden can be summoned to the field in defense. Now, Mausoleum also gives us an additional normal summon of a level 1 Light Tuner monster. So, using that effect, I can normal summon out Master with Eyes of Blue. His effect can then trigger, adding back Effect Veiler. I guess I can zoom out a little bit. Oh, wrong way. That'll work, I guess. There, that works. So, we can then synchro summon using Blue Eyes and our Maiden to go into our copy of Spirit Dragon. Spirit Dragon's effect can then activate, attributing himself for our copy of Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Now, we have a couple of options. True Light's effect. We can resummon the Blue Eyes that's already in our graveyard, or the better play is going to be to add a copy of Wishes. No, it really wouldn't be. Because we've already used... Actually, no, that is fine. So, utilizing True Light, we would get our copy of Wishes. We'd activate the Wishes, discarding our copy of Abyss Dragon. This gets us a copy of Sage, and we can either grab our copy of Burst Stream of Destruction, or we can grab a copy of Roar, or we could add our Ultimate Fusion as well. In this scenario, I would say grabbing the copy of Roar That's a special summon out of Blue Eyes from the deck. That's what Sage is about to do. So we could grab our copy of Burst Stream. Now we can utilize Sage's effect by discarding it and destroying our targeting and destroying our copy of Master. We can now special summon a Blue Eyes monster from the deck. No, that wouldn't be the best play though, because that just got rid of our second tuner. So we would end up grabbing our copy of Roar instead. And we wouldn't utilize the effect of Sage. What we would do instead is activate our copy of Roar to special out the Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense. And then we can once again synchro summon. So Blue Eyes and Master will synchro summon into our second copy of Spirit Dragon. However, Spirit Dragon will then tag out for the Crimson Dragon. And then Crimson Dragon's effect would target Ultimate Dragon. Crimson Dragon returns to the extra deck and gives us our Cypher Dragon. Cypher Divine Dragon. And with that, we would end, assuming that we are able to attack, we would attack with Cypher Dragon, Cypher Divine Dragon, and then we would end our turn. During our opponent's turn, we have 2 Ash Blossoms. So I would assume we'd use at least 1 Ash and our copy of Valor. And we could use our True Light to either resummon Blue Eyes and Maiden, or to set a spell or trap that is for Blue Eyes. In that case, we can grab the Burst Stream of Destruction this time. And then it's our turn. We can draw. Getting the called by, I did switch out the second copy of Ultimate Fusion. And then we can normal summon out our Sage. Sage's effect allows us to grab another tuner. We can grab a copy of Valor. Now, kind of comes the fun part. I know I said in the profile video I don't really utilize Master's effect from the graveyard that much. But this is one of those rare occasions where I could. But I have not utilized True Light yet. So, I could do one of 2 plays. Utilizing True Light to resummon Blue Eyes and Maiden to go into another Synchro Summon. Or, Master's effect, sending Sage, shuffling Master to get Blue Eyes back, and Maiden. Freeing up 1 space on the field. And so giving me the ability to utilize True Light's effect. I will use Master's effect, allowing us to resummon our copy of Maiden and a Blue Eyes. Now, we do have a couple more plays. We can go into Cosmic Blazar, Tyrant Dragon, or we can attempt to do both. So, because we have not utilized True Light in our turn yet, what we can do is Synchro Summon into the third copy of Spirit Dragon. That copy would also immediately utilize its effect to go into Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon's effect targeting the level 12 for our copy of Cosmic Blazar. True Light's effect, summoning out the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then the effect of Wishes can be used. Banishing the Wishes and equipping Neo Ultimate Dragon. We can then send these two away for our copy of Tyrant Dragon. Now, we can set the call by face down, and we have a very powerful board right now. Unaffected by traps and can attack every monster your opponent controls once. Prevents destruction. Monster negate. Multiple different variants of negation. We can go into the battle phase. This can attack all 5 monsters your opponent controls. However, to make it even more fun, remember that Abyss Dragon we sent to the graveyard? By banishing Abyss Dragon, we can increase the attacking power of all the monsters we currently have on board. So 44, 5,000, 45, and 5,000. Going into the battle phase, we attack everything, and then we go in for game. As I said, this deck is extremely fun and very consistent. Scarily so at times. That was by far the worst hand I've seen. And I was still able to make it work. The burst stream of destruction you could have used prior to going into Tyrant Dragon. So that way you can get rid of all your opponent's monsters and immediately go in for game. Otherwise, it really wasn't needed. I could have gotten Ultimate Fusion going into Ultimate Dragon. I could have utilized Mausoleum a couple more times to make sure all the Blue Eyes monsters I wanted were in my grave. There were a lot of plays I could do. For a 42 card deck, this is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love the deck. And I am excited to see just how far it can go in the competitive scene. Let's do one more test hand real quick. Let's see if we can get a slightly bigger board. Just slightly, and planning for interruptions from the other player. And the nice thing is, you're playing under Nibiru. You might risk a Nibiru once, but other than that, it's not bad. So let's see what we get hand-wise. Mausoleum, Imperm, Blue Eyes, Ash, and Maiden. Okay. So we can activate the copy of Mausoleum. Discard our copy of Maiden to get our True Light. Assuming, of course, that the other player will want to Ash the Mausoleum, not Maiden. Now, this is not a very good hand at all, but it still works really well. And this is a assuming you are going first type hand. So with True Light on the field, you can do one of two things. You can go into a copy of Wishes, or you can special summon out that Blue Eyes in your hand. Personally, I would go ahead and activate True Light's effect and set a copy of Wishes, which I would immediately activate, discarding the copy of Infinite you know what? Discarding the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't need it in my hand. So I would discard the Blue Eyes. This gives me the ability to grab Sage and a copy of Roar. Now, we do not need... Well, we kind of do, actually, but not really. So, now... we can activate Roar, grabbing our copy of Blue Eyes, setting it in defense. That triggers the effect of Maiden. Summoning her out in defense as well. Now we can set the impermanence, normal out our copy of Sage, which can get us an effect veiler. We can now do a couple of things. We can link Sage off, giving us Spirit Dragon again. However, this time we don't need Spirit Dragon's first effect. We have our Mausoleum already on the field, and we already have a Blue Eyes in the grave. So, we can use Spirit Dragon's second effect to send it to the graveyard and special summon out another copy of Blue Eyes. Utilizing Mausoleum's effect, and this is one of the few times you will play into a Nibiru if they have it. Yeah, this would be one of the times that you play into Nibiru because this would be summon number 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. You would get your normal summon of Effect Veiler. You can then Synchro, summon number 7, into Spirit Dragon, who you can immediately send away. If it would Nibiru you, it would be at this moment or just before. It would be when Spirit Dragon hits the field or when Ultimate Dragon hits the field. So then you can Synchro again into a second copy of Spirit. That copy of Spirit goes away for our copy of Crimson Dragon, summon number 9. Send it away. Summon number 10. Divine Dragon. Now, if you are going first, this isn't a bad board to end on. It's not phenomenal in any means, but you have 2 negations on board. That's enough to end the turn. And then you have the Ash Blossom if they search. And you have an impermanence, as well as other effects to effect negation. You can use True Light's effect to set your copy of Ultimate Fusion. The other reason I enjoyed using 2 copies, back row removal, is fairly popular right now. Feather Duster is cited in a lot of games. So having that second copy gives you insurance that you're able to utilize it. It's not needed to win, as you saw, but it's nice to have the insurance marker. Alright, so then it'll be our turn again. We would draw into Primite Drill Beam. Not a great draw in this case. We can switch Spirit Dragon to attack, utilize True Light's effect. And grab another copy of Wishes. Now, this is going to be a very, very fun turn, in my opinion, because the stage is set. Utilizing Wishes, sending the Drill Beam away, we get another copy of Sage. And we can grab our copy of Burst Stream of Destruction, because we can't get another copy of Wishes off of Wishes. Now, did I just screw that up? No, I might have. I actually think I may have. Yeah, I think I did. It's fine. Mausoleum effect targeting to dump the final normal Blue Eyes. No, I didn't. Because we can normal for one. Sage's effect would activate, giving us another copy of Valor. We'd go into our second copy of the Link Monster. Using its effect, we can send it away for the Blue Eyes we just discarded, which then triggers Maiden for 4 summons. But because we do have a Nibiru-proof board at the moment, we can do a couple of very, very fun things. For example, Burst Stream of Destruction. Because we have a Blue Eyes on the field, all monsters your opponent controls are now gone. Just gone. They have nothing to defend themselves now. So, you have a couple of options. You can go into Cosmic Blazar, or you can go into a Tyrant Dragon. I would go into Tyrant. So, banishing a copy of Wishes. And equipping Neo Ultimate. We can send these two away for Tyrant Dragon. Then, we still have our Ultimate Fusion face down. We don't have alternative White Dragon in the graveyard, but we can still go into a 4K beat stick, or 4,500 attack point monster. If we so chose, we could do that. And it'd be easy to get the 3 Blue Eyes back in the graveyard. So we can do that very easily. So the 3 Blue Eyes are shuffled back into the deck. Poof. And then we'd go into battle, and because Burst Stream of Destruction already destroyed all your opponent's monsters, you win the game. So those are just 2 boards that you can make with this deck. It, again, is very, very consistent. I have not really gotten a lot of the Primite engine during these test hands, but that's kind of to be expected at the moment with only 2 lordly loads in the deck. 3 is the most optimal number, I believe. thinking about it a bit more, it gives you more of a chance to draw into it and get that engine live. But just running the Blue Eyes engine does allow you to have the versatility to do fusion, synchro, or even the XZs. And then you do have the option for link summoning as well, which is always good. So that is, again, my take on the Blue Eyes Primite build. Again, it is a deck I am very excited to play. I honestly haven't been that excited about a deck build in a very long time. And I knew with this deck coming out that I would be super excited, and it has exceeded my own expectations about just how excited I am. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you guys are able to go out and try this build for yourself. It's fairly cheap to make, believe it or not. I know that a lot of the Blue Eyes stuff has gone up in price, and all the quarter centuries have. I know that. But there are other rarities. Magia is sitting at $2,000 last time I checked. So that is completely unrealistic to have in the deck, or I would. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya!